Hey, I'm back again. I just did my horror pack unboxing, but I still had time before I went to work, so I was like, why not? Let's just continue my 100 horror film list. And this is going to be part 7, and we are down to number 40, which is Tremors. This is the anthology, 5 of them. The first one, in my opinion, is the best. Then with the graboids, then it gets a little silly after that with the ass blasters, and I forget what the other ones were where they come above ground. But I mean, it was a good series, fun, silly series to watch. It says the battle between man and the underground carnivorous creatures continues in the Tremors anthology. The complete set includes all 5 Tremors movies: Tremors, Tremors 2, Aftershocks, Tremors 3, Back to Perfection, Tremors 4, The Legend Begins, and Tremors 5, Bloodlines. Relive the adventure and watch stars Kevin Bacon, Michael Gross, Fred Ward, Reba McEntire, and Jamie Kennedy battle the scary monsters beneath the ground anytime. This one includes outtakes, featurettes, deleted and extended scenes, Tremors 5, Behind the Bloodlines, and much more. Number 39, it's going to be Adam Green's Digging Up the Marrow. The scariest movie of the past 2 decades. UK horror scene says, I think that's small letters there, wow. Taps into primal fears you didn't even know existed. What if the ghastly images and abominations haunting our collective nightmares actually exist? Writer-director Adam Green, Hatchet, sets out to make a documentary exploring this tantalizing premise after being contacted by a mysterious man named William Decker, played by Ray Wise. Decker claims he can prove that monsters are real and insists these grotesque creatures are forgotten, hideously deformed humanoids inhabiting a vast underground metropolis. Determined to expose the truth, Green embarks on a bone-chilling odyssey and gets more than he bargains for when he dares to go digging up the marrow. Number 38, Frailty. Years after terrorizing a small Texas community, the God's Hand Killer has returned, leaving in his wake a perplexing trail of fear and death. Convinced that he knows the killer's identity, Fenton Meeks shows up at FBI headquarters, intent on putting on the end to the murderous rampage and reliving his conscious of his family's sinister secrets. This was really good. It had Bill Paxton and Matthew McConaughey in it. Check that out if you haven't seen it. Let's see. Next one is number 37. Malcolm McDowell, Clockwork Orange. Stomping, whomping, stealing, singing, tap dancing, violating. Derby-topped hooligan Alex, Malcolm McDowell, has a good time at the tragic expenses of others. His journey from a moral punk to brainwashed proper citizen and back again forms the dynamic arc of Stanley Kubrick's future shock vision of Anthony Burke's novel. Controversial when first released, A Clockwork Orange won New York Film Critics Best Picture and Director awards and earned 4 Oscar nominations, including Best Picture. Its power still entices, shocks, and holds us in its grasp. Let's see what special features are on here. Commentary with Malcolm McDowell, theatrical trailer, 4-part documentary, Still Tickin', The Return of Clockwork Orange, new featurette, Making a Clockwork Orange, and more. Number 36 is going to be Saw, which I have all 7 of them. We'll be getting Jigsaw when that comes out. I haven't seen Jigsaw yet. I hadn't had a chance to go see it. I think it's still playing. I've heard different things about it, but I like the Saws, how they're all continued. It's sick, but it's clever, how they're all intertwined. The first one says, obsessed with teaching his victims the value of life, a deranged, sadistic serial killer abducts the morally wayward. Once captured, they must face impossible choices in a horrific game of survival. The victims must fight to win their lives back or die trying. Okay, 35 is going to be Phantasm, one of the most beloved horror movies of its era. Since its release in 1979, director Don Coscarelli's epic tale of the Tall Man, his deadly sentinel spears, and the group of small-town friends who must band together to stop his evil dimension-hopping schemes has captivated and terrified horror and sci-fi fans around the world. Now see its all-stunning HD for the first time, thanks to its restoration from filmmaker J.J. Abrams' Bad Robot Productions. Okay, number 34, Wes Craven's Scream, a clever thriller. The smash hit that transformed the horror genre into a phenomenon. Scream also launched the careers of some of today's brightest stars. After a series of mysterious deaths, an offbeat group of friends get caught up in a lively mix of thrills and chills, with hot stars Drew Barrymore, Courtney Cox, Neve Campbell, Skeet Ulrich, and David Arquette. Sensational, terrific entertainment. Okay, number 33. Now, this is a horror movie, but it's not like gory, extreme, anything like that. It's more of a family horror, but it's definitely a classic one, and that would be The Monster Squad. All I gotta say, nothing else but Wolfman's got nards. Alright, call them for a monstrous good time. You know who to call when you have ghosts, but who do you call about monsters? Whether it's a bat in your belfry or a mummy in your microwave, the Monster Squad ain't afraid of no ghouls. Count Dracula has until midnight to retrieve an ancient amulet that will give him final control over the delicate balance between good and evil in the world. To help him, the creepy Count calls on some old friends, the weird Wolfman, grotesque Gillman, mildewed mummy, and freaky Frankenstein. As the ghoulish group gets closer to the amulet, it's up to the Monster Squad, headquartered in the local treehouse, to pool its questionable resources and stop the monster mayhem. Special features include audio commentary, 5-part retrospective featuring new interviews, a conversation with Frankenstein, a never-before-seen classic interview with the monster himself, deleted scenes, original theatrical trailer spots, and still gallery. Number 32 is going to be Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. From Stephen King, Pet Sematary, Michael McDowell, Beetlejuice, George A. Romero, Night of the Living Dead, and Arthur Conan Doyle, creator of Sherlock Holmes, comes Tales from the Dark Side, the movie, an all-star horror anthology packed with fun and fright. The wraparound story concerns a little boy who spins all the tales to distract a modern-day witch who wants to pop him in the oven. In Lot 249, a mummy gives new meaning to final exams when he awakens to wreak revenge on unsuspecting student bodies. A furry black kitty is really the cat from hell, and a lover's vow brings a stone gargoyle to murderous life. And number 31, the last one in this list here, Stephen King's Christine. An exceptional moment in Carpenter's career. She was born in Detroit on an automobile assembly line, but she is no ordinary automobile. Deep within her lives an unholy presence. She is Christine, a red and white 1958 Plymouth Fury whose unique standard equipment includes an evil, indestructible vengeance that will destroy anyone in her way. She seduces 17-year-old Arnie Cunningham, Keith Gordon, who becomes consumed with passion for her sleek, rounded, chrome-laden body. She demands his complete and unquestionable devotion, and when outsiders seek to interfere, they become the victims of Christine's horrifying wrath. John Carpenter brings Stephen King's best-selling novel to life in this chilling thriller. Special features, interactive menu, scene selection, full screen, widescreen. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything behind the scenes or deleted scenes on this one. Alright, and that'll be it on part 7. I'll be back later to finish the list. Comment, tell me what you think of the list so far, or any movies you've seen that you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments. Alright, bye.